I love a buttered biscuit.
Well, you're handling that mic pretty well.
Yeah. Good evening, everybody. How are you doing tonight? Oh my, oh my, oh my. I'm starting this up a little bit early. Of course, my guests should be arriving probably sooner rather than later. We'll see. We will see. If not, at 8 o'clock, we will fire this thing up regardless. This bad boy on the roll and have a great time with you. Good to see you, Audio Coffee. Good evening. Good evening. Yeehaw. Heck yes. Good stuff today. Oh my gosh. How are you guys doing? I hope you're having a wonderful evening. You're ready for some entertaining story tonight. Oh man. This one is going to be very, very insane. I'm hoping that it does well, and I'm pretty sure the way that you guys gave me the information, this is going to work really well. we will see. Now, there's something about the chat that tells you that, ChatGPT will not allow you to put in pornographic acts. So the initial story ended up as, let's see, it was Big Johnson 1 and Big Johnson 2, because you said 2 Big Johnsons, and well, that's how it turned out. They were otters. We fixed all that. We ended up having to rewrite it just because it was going to work much better that way. I had a good evening with Welsh Lady and live stream about weather and promoted your channel for the heck of it. Well, thank you very much. Welsh Lady is not going to be able to make it tonight. She has no internet right now, so she will not be joining us. She may jump into chat, but she is on her phone device because she has no interwebs right now. So, oh, we are in pain. Well, I hope to laugh. I hope to make you laugh. I hope that you have a good time tonight. Pain is no laughing matter, but we will try to make it funny. At least funny looking. You ever seen the face that somebody makes whenever they're in pain? It is not a funny thing. Sorry, I'm bad at comedies, so don't ask me to try it. I'm horrible at comedy. Oh my gosh. Oh, we had a wonderful evening last night. Yeah, last night was fun. I hung out with Bam most of the evening. We chilled, had said goodbye to them early this morning. They headed on their way back to Hearts, and they're a good move. Is that really Shizzy or a mirage? It is a complete mirage and Shizzy at the same time. You end up being funny when you're in pain. You've been on top form today. Well, as long as you're getting on top, then you keep good form, and then the pain, it only hurts for a second. It only hurts. That was a bad joke. Oh my gosh. I've been reading through Writer Chick's book. think that will be something that we end up reading this week. I'm hoping to. I'll just have to see how my schedule goes. Got some new music that will be coming out later this week, hopefully. Yeah, I spent a good part of my day working on like 3 different projects. It's like I would get tired of working on one and I would just kick over to the other. This is what happens whenever you're slightly like, well, more than slightly, an idiot like me. You tend to start working on things and go, oh, my brain just needs a break. And then you start working on something else. Hey, D. Robertson, good to see you. Hello, Shizzy and chat. Daniel Berry Sports Highlights. Yo, yes, we have a very interesting evening happening today. We've got, of course, I'm sure that everybody is watching the what the hell stuff. It's like, all right, well, that's how it goes. And I hope that you guys were able to catch out Dictionary Diva and Valhalla earlier today. I managed to have it playing in the background while I was busy with doing a bunch of stuff. Well, Shizzy, that makes both of us idiots. Been doing the same, but for the sake of filling in for attempting to an MP3 Oh yes. Hello, doll. How are you doing? Here to hit the like. Don't tell when you shizzied. I'm sorry about tonight, guys. Yeah. See, like I said, she is on her portable device and not able to join us tonight. It is fine. We have beautiful evening scheduled for you guys tonight. It is about a king and a queen. Both. We've got otters. There might be some fish swimming upstream. There might be some really weird shenanigans happening at some pyramids. Hey, Cindy, good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Well, that's the fun part right there. You get on the meds and then you drool upon yourself. Usually it looks like never mind, I won't even say that. That'll just get me in trouble with that'll get me in trouble with the YouTubes. Don't need to be doing that. This week was really good. I had a blast with the family, had a blast with the wife. We went to the aquarium. In case you haven't seen the dolphin video, if you haven't seen it, then it hasn't been released yet. It would suck. So I've got a full size one. You're all alone, all by myself. Oh, check your DM when you get a chance. Meow. Sounds kinky. Good evening, Phoenix. I'm glad you could make it. Oh my, oh my, oh my. Do we have an interesting one for tonight, though? Oh, man, do we have an interesting one. It is going to be a kick in the huevos. And as always, blast. We've got, and I'll read what the little title is here. It's called The Moorish Monarch and the Mystical Marsh. I don't know why AI gives us these really weird things, but it says Queen Aisha of Andalusia. I don't know what that means. Never imagined her reign would take her to a boggy campsite at the foot of the pyramids, battling the supernatural. When fish begin to swim upstream through the bog, the otters begin to attack. Aisha finds herself in the middle of a thriller that could change her kingdom forever. Alongside her loyal and studly knight, a cunning courtier, and an otter named 2BJs, Aisha must navigate love and treachery, all while trying to enjoy a mug of beer and a couple of, let's just say some surprising royal flavors. Can Queen Aisha untangle the web of magic and mayhem, or will the marshlands claim her throne? That is the story we have tonight. Good evening. Good evening, Roxanne. Roxanne. Good to see you. It has been one of the craziest weeks my wife and I had this week. Just good times, good family. And I wish the best for everybody having the same. Yes, Cindy Sider. Okay, sorry, I will do. Oh, okay. Very cool. Very cool. Making sure that my chat is all well taken care of. We had a very, very beautiful time the other morning. And of course, I do have some really cool stuff coming up this week. Tomorrow is going to be, let's see, probably one of the more interesting ones. I've got some dramatic readings by Laura Owens, which is what got her kicked in the first place from ever having legal counsel. Her own damn fault. She managed to bring that upon herself. So she's not going to have any legal counsel. She's going to be a pro se unless she can retain legal counsel on her own. But there will not be any delays. So if her counsel needs time to get caught up, tough titty, said the judge. It's like, get caught up, we're moving on. Do you need representation? Well, then you get representation, but we are not going to play this delay any longer after 4 years. And, the delay hasn't been all her fault. It hasn't. Part of that was because of conflicts, but it is to the point where the current delays are her fault. The judge ain't going to play that stuff anymore. And then we also will be doing some more Dalton stuff, which will be a blast, and depends on what we hear tonight from the Hales. We might have some more information on that. Hey, Squid, how's it going, lady? Hope you're doing well. Hope you are doing very well. And then, of course, we've got some other really interesting stories. We also are going to be doing a little bit of a rewatch, probably later this week, of the debate. By then, everybody will have pointed out all of the obvious that we know about and made fun of everything that we possibly could. You just got done with your own live stream. Well, that's awesome, Squid. Congratulations. I hope it went really well. Man, Squid, you're on fire. On fire. I hope that we don't need to get a fire extinguisher for you. And what is going on with you, chat? Chris Jenner, good to see you. Hi. It's been a while. It's been a while since we've seen you. Awesome. Very good. Very good. Having Squid Pro Quo, she's been busting her ass trying to get these things out, trying to get some good videos, some good live streams. I did something for Rosalind, which was really cool. I hope she enjoys it. You'll just have to wait and see what it is. I hope she shows that to you guys pretty soon. Read through the latest Sarah Boone motion with Chris Jenner. Oh, okay. Yeah, I read through that last night. Oh, it's crazy. It is crazy. We've got and of course I have Mo will hopefully be on with me tomorrow. We're going to do some more dramatic readings. That's how we do. Sarah Boone case is a nut case all by itself. More like a suitcase, but yeah, I agree. It is completely nutso. She's been doing a lot of shenanigans for way too long, and I think the judge is just done with it, which is good. He should be. Everything always goes down on the days I work. Yeah, and here's the thing. I know the feeling I know the exact feeling because I was all geared up, ready to do the first debate, and then what was it last week? My wife says, "Oh, brother-in-law is going to be here on the next weekend," and I was like, hmm, next weekend. That is the debate." And they were talking about going to the aquarium at that point. And I said, "You know what? I can't. I don't want to go on Thursday because that is going to be one of the busiest days down in downtown. They're probably going to have a lot of things shut down." And she said, "Well, what do you mean?" I said, "Well, that's the night of the debate." Said, "So more than likely they'll have things shut down throughout the entire day." And so she said, "No, no, that can't be right." And so once we looked at it, we figured out, no, I was correct that we would be having it at that particular time. And she managed to pull out really quick and say, "Okay, let's reschedule this." So I was able to go with the fam to the aquarium. We did that. What was that? Friday? Yeah, Friday. And then they went to a Braves game last night. They had a great time there. Braves won, of course. I don't like large crowds. Um, so that worked out really well. We had a good time at the aquarium, as the video shows. Watching the dolphins was really awesome. Wireless mic thingy setup arrived today, and it's good. Just need an adapter so it works on your laptop. Nice, nice, very cool. Yes, the squid has a channel. Yeah, Squid Pro Quo has a channel. She has a wonderful channel. Samsonite Sarah packs a lot into a suitcase. Yes, yes. Well, from what I understand, he wasn't a lot. He was pretty man. He was the ultimate definition of a manlet. Even to fit in one of the largest suitcases, I think I might be able to get my legs in one or something, maybe. I don't know. You have to be pretty damn small to fit in one of those suitcases. You should check out your artwork on Welsh Sarah Boone. Oh, damn. That would be interesting. Yes, the squid has shown. You should definitely check that out. Sarah Boone artwork. Well, that would be a bloody mess. Just saying. Oh my gosh. Speaking of bloody messes, I mean, there's only one way to do it. God, that's such a cool song. How you
What's
doing, brother?
happening?
You're a
Oh,
little
I'm trying to
low.
put the kid to bed, and he's, oh hey dad, one more thing. Oh hey dad, one more thing. I'm like, okay, kid, come on, give me a break.
Oh man, it is. Hey, no, that is exactly what I dealt with all week. I mean, these kids do not go to sleep early. I was like, man, my head would be hitting the pillow at 6 whenever I was a kid. Latest 7. That was like on a weekend. And these kids are like 9:30, 10 o'clock. I'm like,
Yeah, well, we officially go upstairs to start, all of our, bedtime, like getting ready for bed and all that kind of stuff at 7, 8 o'clock. As far as my clock is concerned, 8 o'clock, he's in bed.
yeah. I mean,
Hey.
and also I knew that was going to really mess with the schedule because they were going to be like in the room, like right next door to me. I was like, yeah, there's no way I'm going to be able to do a stream at all. And then in the morning,
Right.
I was scrambling to find a place to stream. I had to do do the debate though. It was so screwy. God. I've never seen anybody backtrack their comments so quick
Oh my
as
God.
at the end of that. And the worst part was is this was all pre-recorded. They knew what was going to happen.
Uh-huh.
Because the whole time they're just sitting there going, "Oh, Biden, all he has to do is this, and this," and I'm just like going,
And they had this whole idea, oh, we're just going to shut the microphones off so Trump can't talk over Joe. And I'm like, wait, you think that's a good idea, but it's not. And sure enough, they're like, oh, I am become error.
"Yeah,
Oh, it's so
yeah,
funny. I literally debate night came around and I was like, I do not have the mental capacity to watch this or react to this. Ironically, neither does Joe, but that's a whole other thing. I just said, no, I'm just gonna catch this tomorrow. So I caught a couple of places they were doing highlight reels, and I was like, okay, this is just too crazy. Went back and I just watched the entire thing. I was gonna start watching it on 2x speed, and then like I sat there and I'm like, wait a minute. Some of these answers I just had to back it back down to normal speed because I'm like, this is too insane.
oh yeah, oh I know." I'm going to do a rewatch of that this week.
Oh, you're a
It
braver man
is
than I.
no, because there's a lot of things that I feel like I missed, but I want to check out and I want to rewatch it because it is so. And one thing that did really stick out to me was how gracious Trump was, because
Yeah.
there was times where Biden was going off on this tangent and he was talking and like have no idea what the hell he's saying. Nobody does. I don't even think he knows. He's just rambling,
Yeah.
like counting down the minutes.
Yeah.
And Trump would just finish whatever sentence he was talking about and like give a response to it, although it was like a really weak response kind of thing. So that was really crazy. I mean, it just the way that it fit in there was pretty damn smooth. I'm like,
Well, I think if you look at the like, you know, the last time they were on the debate stage back in 2020, I mean, you look at that one, you kind of look at it and think to yourself, okay, they were very back and forth, very combative with each other, going back and forth, sniping at each other.
well,
I
that
mean,
was a little bit
at the
different.
time, he had a lot more fire in him.
Yeah, he did
But
that quite a bit.
Ooh, I love a buttered biscuit.
Like how she just squeezes in here.
Yeah. I was like,
just squeeze them in.
I need to do my toes. I really have got to paint my toes. So I was busy. I was like,
It
oh, I've got plenty
sounds-
of time. It doesn't start till 8. And then Volstorm
You-
says, oh, shit.
Can you start it? Can you just paint your toenails slower? Just tell us about that. You have all the chat going, ooh, Diva,
Just don't
toes.
sniff my hair, okay, Biden? You know?
Oh yeah, we were just talking
Yeah.
talking about that. I mean, it was, there's like I said, Trump was very gracious to
Right.
Biden.
He was very gracious. His facial expressions showed very little, whereas the other normal person who would be interacting with someone like that would have the
Like, what the hell? I mean, I think if Trump just finally got so sick of it that he was just like,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah, I
Well,
mean,
why would you interject? Why would you react when you're just gonna just give the person enough rope to, tie themselves a knot, if you know what I mean?
well, I
'Cause
feel like what were we watching? Some reaction video, and they were like, everyone said that they were going to do this. They were going to put Brandon in this position to make him appear as he does, as the reality is, so that then they can interject a new candidate. You want to think that, yeah, surely they're this smart. Surely there is a grand strategy at play here. But part of me thinks maybe there's not. There is not a grand strategy. And there, to me, and they kept harping on Trump's a threat to the democracy. And I was like, no, what Trump is a threat to the status quo.
Yes.
And because he's a threat to the status quo, they're going to launch all kinds of lies. But what what Brandon shows is that this is a puppet.
Mhm.
It is a puppet.
Yes.
And if anything is more clear than that, yes, Trump's a threat to that. Yes. 100.
100.
Yep.
It was and like I said in my chat with you guys, it was like I'm firing this up when everybody gets here. Welsh Lady won't be with us tonight.
Oh,
No,
Aw.
she's got no internet right now.
well, hey, Welsh Lady.
She
I
is
see
she
she's
is
in
listening
chat.
to us in chat. Yeah,
Yeah.
she's
Miss
there.
you.
She's just not going to be able to join us, which is fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah,
Totally
you know,
understandable.
Well, it's mostly understandable, but one thing I've never. Oh my.
Hey.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is good to be back with you again this evening. Many
Ah.
have been made in preparation for this.
Preparation H.
Is there a pudding pop? Because it is hot outside.
It is
Oh,
hot.
baby, I
outside.
got a pudding pop for you. All right.
You got a pudding pop for me?
Yes, I do.
Thank you.
Yes, I do.
Were you saying one of those I'll pop you puddings? Don't. That's not appropriate.
That's not appropriate.
Not appropriate.
Not appropriate. No.
No bueno.
No es bueno.
No es
No.
bueno.
Housekeeping.
No, baby. Yes, Wallstrom. Well, and of course Wallstrom was in my chat, the whole time, just like, oh my god, this is so bad.
What? What are you talking about?
during the debate?
Oh,
Oh,
dude.
yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Well, the junior associate, she loves to watch politics, which I think is admirable.
That's
I was.
awesome.
It
That's
is
my
pretty awesome.
fault.
Yeah. And so she was watching it and she's like, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. This is so bad. I was like, I had to get up and leave. I couldn't. Because it was Brett in the comment section. She's like, this is like elder abuse.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it is. It's kind of cruel.
Straight up.
Well, and it was what's her name? The female moderator. She said
Dana Bash.
she said after the fact, because this guy was just like, it's unfair. They should have set this up a little bit different. He's going to do better his next one, blah, blah, blah. And she just said, no, this was the rules and the time and everything that the Biden administration wanted. They set this up in the first place, and Trump said, okay.
Okay. Let's do it.
And that's exactly what happened. Was they were trying to agree upon all the rules between the two candidates, and they just went, just about everything was what Biden wanted.
Yeah.
Yep.
So pre-recorded, so on and so forth. Those were his rules.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Talk about home team advantage, and then talk about the home team
Turning on him.
sharting the bed.
Well, here's the thing. I think they expected Trump to be Trump, and
And
he wasn't.
No,
He just
was
sat back and let Biden be Biden.
He was businessman Trump, and he knows how to negotiate. He knows how to watch people. He knows how to let them do their worst in a negotiation so that they deal themselves a bad deal. He knows what he's doing.
I was going to say, how do you think that he kept certain foreign policy issues in line for 4 years?
Well, yeah.
Yes.
He knows what
Look
he's doing.
here, little man. You're just going to sit down. You're going to disable the rockets. You're going to take your finger off the button, because if I see your finger over there, my button's bigger. I'm going to break your finger along with the rest of your country. Your country's broke as hell, and I'm just going to go ahead and just take care of it. You know, I could just feed your entire army right now with a box of Twinkies, you little bastard.
Yeah.
The biggest button ever created.
It's the greatest button. It's the best
button ever.
made here
People
in
say,
America.
not me, but people say.
Did you all ever watch The Apprentice when it was on?
No.
Oh yeah,
I loved it.
that show was
Loved
great.
it.
Celebrity Apprentice was the best.
It was so good. It was so good.
Mhm.
Well, and I never watched it because I just didn't have the bandwidth. You know,
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that's like typical for me. I just don't have bandwidth to do things, and I'm always
I like that. I'm going to use that as my excuse. I don't.
bandwidth,
Yeah, I just say that my RAM's full.
yeah.
processor,
That can
processor issues.
Processing.
processor issues.
Error 404. File not found.
Yeah, I just don't have the bandwidth. I mean, between work and everything else, it's my you know, whenever people see me on stream, although they may go, oh, that's a lot. I see you on stream. I went to sleep and you're up again, and I was like, yeah, but you don't understand. Throughout the entire day, that's like, I mean, whenever I hit the weekends, I'm like, I'm down for the count.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I wake up and I'm back at work without doing a stream. Like,
Yeah.
it's
Dedication and your discipline. I really do. You're kind of like my little, like a role model, Shizzy. You're my role model.
oh, please don't be.
Shizzy's your role
don't-
model.
Don't make me
Seriously?
a role model. That's a scary thought.
Well,
Have you met him?
Not in person. Not yet.
Oh, by the way,
Not yet.
a bit of interesting breaking news. So, after the last debate, they hired a new sign language translator for the Biden campaign. And
Really?
yeah, I just happened to get a great picture.
Let's see this.
Oh God, poor Ozzy. That would be appropriate too. Just
It's going down.
What was it? I saw a
Oh,
meme today
no.
that had Ozzy and Biden on it, and it was Ozzy saying, "And everybody thought they couldn't understand me."
Maybe Biden needs whatever Ozzy's cocktail is for medications, because it's worked pretty well for him. And he
Well, no,
tried
it was working for Biden up until like last like 2 years.
I mean, if
Yeah.
they really wanted to keep Biden around long enough, I mean, then all they have to do is call up Keith Richards and find out what he's on.
I don't know. How is he able to keep going?
Well, see, I think here's the problem. Like, you'll see Biden pretty fiery during like the State of the Union, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
So he's not having to think. He's got a speech that he's rehearsed. He can see it on the teleprompter. He can get behind that.
Yeah.
It's the whole having to use your brain to go back and forth with somebody that he goes to tilt.
It's hard.
Yeah.
It's hard to go back and forth with your brain.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
like ping
it's
pong.
so
It's
hard.
It's so
I
squishy.
know. Squishy. I like that word. Squishy.
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 Squishy. That's my middle name, Squishy.
Squishy. Shizzy squishy Whiznut. I like it.
Or is it Shizzywhiznut Squish Nut?
Yeah. I'm like, is his last name Nut or Whiznut?
Yeah.
I don't think
what
we
is-
ever got an answer.
Yeah,
We
which
don't
one is
know.
No, I don't
Wait, is it
know.
Squishnut or what?
Squish nut.
Shizzy
Grr,
whiz.
That'd be painful.
Squishy
Shizzy
nut.
Squishnut? What?
Squishy nut. Yeah. I
It
think
just
this one's
took us-
rotten, sir.
Squishy equals great, moist equals
Moist.
bad.
I don't have a problem with moist. That's the white rabbit. She does not like that word.
She doesn't like moist.
No.
There's a lot of women that don't like that word. I've been saying for a while now that Baker is a moisture farmer.
Ah.
Now you're gonna have to say he's a squishy farmer.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, a moisture farmer.
So,
I knew Kaiser would get that one right
Yeah.
away.
well, I know you're thinking about Star Wars. Isn't that what Luke did on the?
Yeah,
That
when
planet?
they were moisture farmers on
That's what Owen and
Tatooine.
Baru did. Yeah.
See,
Yeah.
I took it to a very dirty place. So,
It's a double entendre,
Why
darling.
would you take it to a
it's double.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
entendre.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
got it now.
Yes.
I got it.
Yes.
I got it.
I know I sent Yamaha an invite.
Did you? Remember
Yeah,
that
I
time
did.
you thought you did?
No, I'm looking. I sent him the
It's
same
like, no,
thing I did.
verified.
Mhm. I verified,
Oh man.
certified.
I saw him earlier today on Diva and Val's paint stream.
Yeah,
he was in
he
the
was.
chat.
Yeah,
so-
he was in the chat.
He was in the chat.
I
was
was
late.
I was listening. I was listening.
Cool. You
I-
weren't
I
painting
just-
along with us.
No. I was working on something. It's a lot of work.
Jeffrey Montgomery. Hello.
The kind of stuff that I work on would drive you nuts. Like I just worked on something for Rosalind.
Yeah.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, it'll be pretty cool. Wet is better.
Hmm.
I do have that song too. So you've seen that, right? The video I created for that one?
Mm,
Wetter is better.
Mhm.
Oh, no, Wet.
no,
It
I don't
is.
think I have.
I don't think I have.
Oh my god.
You've done so much, Shizzy.
Shizzy, yeah, you do like a million things a day and put them
Yeah.
all out. I
Yeah.
can't be expected to remember all of them.
Can't remember all of it.
Oh no, it's not Wet. It's Wet.
Sweat?
Yeah. Yeah.
Sweaty.
Sweaty.
Bows.
Sweaty,
Well,
sweaty balls.
These are
There is one that I do have that's called Wet. That's
Welcome to the delicious dish.
Welcome to the delicious
Yeah.
dish.
no, so I started working on a video to go along with one of the songs I was doing. Your butt's wet. That's scary.
It sounds like a personal problem.
Yeah, I mean they do make something for that. Wet
Yeah.
equals moist.
Swamp. Swampy.
Swamp
My butt
Swamp ass.
swampy.
Swamp ass.
Let's see if I've got it here. It is. I know I have it here somewhere. Videos, maybe.
Oh, audio coffee. I'm sorry you had to watch that. It was a hot mess.
It is a hot mess.
Yeah.
Well, it
Gunner's
audio
Puff,
coffee's
that depends on your level of preparation.
H.
does.
Yep.
It does.
Sweaty whiz nuts.
Hey, I'm on Shizzy's channel. I can make these kind of comments.
Yes. you can.
Yeah, true.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Brandon. Oh, I love it. When you dance, I love it.
Oh yeah, I forgot that
When
one.
you dance, I love it. When you dance, I love it. When you dance, all I need is for you to move, get up and move that body. Make it sweat, I am on fire. When you dance, take it drip, drip slow. All I need is for you to move, get up and move that body. Make it sweat, I am on fire.
So that's the song.
Fun.
Yeah.
So,
Mhm.
but what I did was because I was so like, I got so much feedback that was just like, okay, all this is like boobs. Okay.
What's wrong with boobs?
Yeah.
So
What's wrong
What's
with
wrong
I
both?
with
was
that?
like, nothing wrong with boobs.
Okay.
Nothing wrong with boobs at all.
Hope not.
But what I did
I like the
was-
animation you had on it originally. I thought that was cool.
No, this is the original.
Oh,
Oh. Well,
This
there
I
are
is
saw
some.
first.
This is
There's
the
some play.
original, but what I did was I redid it to look like this.
The
Okay.
Okay, yeah, this was the one I
Oh.
saw.
Oh, Brenda. Oh, I love it. When you dance, 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 all I need is for you to move, get up and move that body. Make it sweat, I am on fire. When you dance, take a trip, drop so. All I need is for you to move, get up and move that body. Make it sweat, I am on fire. When you dance, take a trip, drop so. All I need is for you to move, get up and move that body. Make it sweat, I am on fire. When you dance, take a trip, drop so. All I need is for you to move, get up and move that body. Make it sweat, I am on fire. When you dance, take a trip, drop so. All I need is for you to move it up and move that body. Make it sweat, I am on fire. When you dance, take a trip, drop so. All I need is for you to move it
Yeah,
up.
What's
it's-
happening now? What?
I don't know.
It's like
What's
watching
happening?
a sexy drug trip.
It's AI did this.
All I need is for you to move it up and move that body.
What?
Make it sweat, I am on fire.
It's weird.
Dance, take a trip, drop
What's
so.
happening, man?
I don't know.
Go back to the boobs.
And the butt.
Oh, you want the boobs?
Go back to the boobs.
You like the boobs?
I like,
like
the boobs.
Yeah.
Little.
And
the butt.
Needs for you to move, get up and move that body. Make it sweat, I am on fire. When you dance, take a trip, drop so. All I need is for you to move, get up and move that body. Make it sweat, I am on fire. When you dance, take a trip, drop so. All I need is for you to move, get up and move that body. Make it sweat, I am on fire. When you dance, take a trip, drop so. All I need is for you to move, get up and move that body. Make it sweat, I am on fire. When you dance, take a trip, drop so.
This is the biggest complaint I got right here. Winning.
I like it. It's disorienting. This part needs more butt.
Yes, it does.
All I need is for you to move,
It
get up
did it
and
on
move
its
that
own. I had
body.
no choice.
I am on fire when you
Screwed up.
dance, take a trip, drop so. All I need is for you to move, get up and move that body. Make it sweat, I am on fire when you dance, take a trip, drop so. All I need is for you to move, get up and move that body.
I love one for Diva. Not Diva, but for Texas again.
All I need is for you to move, get up and move that body. Make it sweat, I am on fire when you dance, take a trip, drop so. All I need is for you to move, get up and move that body. Make it sweat, I am on fire when you dance, take a trip, drop so. All I need is for you to move, get up and move that body. Make it sweat, I am on fire when you dance, take a trip, drop so. All I need is for you to move, get up and move that body. Make it sweat, I am on fire when you dance, take a trip, drop so.
Here comes the boobs.
That's kind of a cool transition.
That is a cool transition.
Huh.
Oh, it gets more interesting.
See, this is a lot more dynamic.
Oh, yeah.
What's she got in her hand right there?
Whatever she
No,
wants.
it's not her hand. That's the thing. It's not her
Oh.
hand.
What?
See,
What's happening here?
I kind of love the abstractness of this.
Yeah.
It's always changing, but it's an abstract, it's kind of stuff. It's
Maybe
like
this
watching
is
a
what-
fever dream.
The computer thinks is attractive.
I guess. I don't know.
I don't know. I'm an abs guy, so you know.
Yeah, but her belly button keeps moving around. It's freaky.
A little disconcerting, yeah.
Yeah.
Apparently, I'm just weird and it doesn't bother me.
Same.
dance, I love it. When you dance, I love it. When you dance. All I need is for you to move, get up and move that body. Make it sweat, I am on fire. When you dance, make it drip, drop. So all I need is for you to move, get up and move that body. Make it
Yeah, I
sweat,
like
am on
robot
fire.
moves.
When you dance, make it
Yeah.
drip, drop. So all
Yeah.
I need is for you to move, get up and move that body. Make it sweat, I am on fire. When you dance, make it drip, drop. So all I need is for you to move, get up and move that body. Make it sweat, I am on fire. When you dance, make it drip, drop. So
That's good.
Yeah.
all I need is for you to move, get up and move that body. Make it sweat, I am on fire. When you dance, make it drip, drop. So all I need is for you to move, get up and move that body. Make it sweat, I am on fire. When you dance, make it drip, drop. So all I need is for you to move, get up and move that body. Make it sweat, I am on fire. When you dance, make it drip, drop. So
I'm the man, but it's not showing. Maybe he'll show up later.
when you dance,
Yes, I do. And they're usually running away. Usually
Rich
running
Little
away.
Bird, which also led to one of my favorite movies.
when you dance.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, if anybody has a complaint about boobs, feel free to address it on Twitter. It's Volstorm00. I will be more than happy to answer your complaints
It wasn't just the boobs. it
in
was
my
the-
own way
Oh, the
possible.
spinny.
Yeah, the
Okay,
constant spinning.
I kind of like it.
I'm
It's funny.
perfectly okay with that myself, and that's just because one, I'm used to that kind of like stuff. I mean, I love abstract,
Right.
stuff like that too.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, it can be a little disconcerting, and even there were a couple of times where even I kind of caught my head doing one of these little things because of trying to
Yeah.
follow the image. But that's kind of cool,
Yeah,
Yeah.
in my
very
opinion.
cool.
And I noticed several times if I could fix my eyes on like a fixed point,
Yep.
like watch one object and how it transformed into
Yeah.
several different things,
Yeah.
depending on its orientation. I'm like, I'm getting just as much entertainment out of that. That's just me.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes, it is, and it's a constantly changing picture, which was really cool. And that was the low D version of it. I can do a higher quality one of it.
Yeah.
Which
You can get
will
the
be-
D higher.
Yes, I can get the D higher,
Maximum
That's
D.
maximum D.
But honestly, that's like something that they would play in the background at a club
Yeah.
Right.
while they're
it
playing
is.
house music is something along those lines.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
And that's what I did was I've been working on an entire album that's going to be like nothing but electronic house music kind of
Oh,
stuff.
nice.
I've got
Nice.
another one that's going to be country music, and another one that's going to be like just I've already done a reggae one.
Have you?
Yes, I've done a whole
Very
album
cool.
with reggae.
I'm not paying
Yeah.
attention. I
Yeah,
did just there. Sorry.
No, it happens. See, because but if you look at my channel, it is I'm a verified artist now.
You're bona fide?
Bona fide is an official artist channel.
He's a suitor.
Cool.
Nice.
Very
It-
cool.
Yeah, I was like, it didn't take much to do. You just have to put it all together and deal with like craziness, like because everything that I was putting out was going on to like Shizzywhiznut, this like some other channel. It like created a whole channel for me.
Oh.
Really?
Yeah. Whenever I went through my distributor, whenever it puts it out on YouTube, it puts it out to this completely different channel. And then you have to go through YouTube. You have to get verified as an artist, and you have to have a certain amount of releases, a certain amount of time, and
Oh.
all this kind of stuff. And then you get verified as an artist, which gives me a whole bunch of other options.
Oh, that's
That's
and-
cool.
Nice.
It is very neat.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Just you keep talking. Your voice is making baby squid sleepy. Well,
I have
as
to
long as
also give you. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
no, go ahead.
I was gonna say I have to really thank you for introducing me to this whole Sunno thing, because I didn't even think about it until like literally as I was just kind of sat there one night bored, and I started actually creating campaign music for my D&D campaign.
Ah,
And
Nice.
I started
Fun.
thinking about it. I'm like, oh, hey, I could start plugging in things and like actually give each character their own like theme song.
Yes.
And so, I mean, I've got a whole album that I've created now of just like songs for my guys and their D&D characters, and I love it. I mean, and the songs have been cranking out, just like top notch. And so, I mean, I've still got a whole bunch more in the works, but I mean, would love to throw a couple up for you guys. It'd be great.
Well, here's the beauty about Sunno, which I think really pisses off the record companies, is and that's why they're suing Sunno, and there's another one I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head. What they're attempting to do is sue them for using their music for sampling. Hey, Christine, you're welcome, and thank you for being here for 7 months. Nice.
Very nice.
Nice.
Cool.
The record companies got pissed off because they're sampling the music to get the sounds, to get all of that stuff.
Yeah.
Which is, and Captain Kern pointed this out also, is like, they've already tried suing people for sampling music and they lost.
Right.
Because it's just a small snippet of it. Like I took a song and just a piece of it and used the lyrics, and Ballstorm is the one that sent me the song. Hey,
You did?
yes.
Ooh.
Yes, he did. I blame him for this one.
That's fine.
So
What
it was
did you do?
it wasn't intentional that he did it, but it was intentional what I did with it. And that's what could get me in trouble with.
Uh-oh.
And once you hear it, you're gonna go, that's interesting. Let me see if I've got it here. It is, and of course, the one I did for Valhalla, we did a whole stream where we basically voted in Valhalla's music.
Oh, yeah. He told me about that. He was so excited. Played them all
That
for
was
me. I was
fun.
like, those are really good.
Yeah,
Those are really good.
every single one of them are good.
Yeah.
So let me see if I've got the right one here. Oh yeah, this is the one right here. So we'll just share the screen so you can sort of see what it is.
Oh, you got that. Yep. But the tempo's completely different. The audio's different. The whole thing is different. And anyone can
It's
say
all
you got
same
that.
lyrics.
Yeah.
I like you 'cause you got that something that I need in my life, so give it to me 'cause you got that.
Yeah.
I like you 'cause you got that something that I need in my life that I need, so 'cause you got that. I like you 'cause you got that something that I need in my life, so give it to me 'cause you got that. I like you 'cause you got that something that I need.
That didn't it. That didn't it.
I like you 'cause you got that something that I need in my life, so give it to me. I like you 'cause you got that That's something that I need in my life, that I need so. I like you cause you got that something that I need in my life, so give it to me. I like you cause you got that something that I need in my life, that I need so. I like you cause you got that something that I need in my life, so give it to me.
See,
Yeah.
I took the lyrics from one song and used it for.
I like you cause you got that something that I need in my life, that I need so.
Huh. You got that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if I play the regular song, it gets worse.
Yeah.
Like I get
hot water.
And I what I need to do is reach out to these guys because they're here in Atlanta.
Halogen is?
Yeah. They're based out of Atlanta.
I didn't know that.
I didn't either. Yeah, they're based out of Atlanta. I was like, I just need to reach out to them. I've bet you anything I've run into these guys before.
Probably. Somewhere, somehow.
More than likely.
Please let us use the
Can we please
original.
use that? Can we please? We'll give you credit.
That bass is what it is.
I know. I love it.
Yeah. Yeah, that bass is
that
pretty
bass.
damn awesome.
I do enjoy it.
I just so want to pull it up and play it so everybody can hear it. It's so awesome.
No, we can't do it. No.
Just go look it up. It's called Halogen. You got that.
You got that.
Yeah.
If you've ever watched any of the expert streams back before he got hit about a couple months ago,
he got in trouble. Yeah.
We used it for the redhead montage for Diva's theme song.
Well, it was every redhead. Every redhead, everyone.
You were the original, darling. You were the original.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you were. Well, it doesn't look like we've got a Yamaha biker tonight. He is not showing up.
Oh no.
He may not know that he's supposed to be here.
He may not.
I don't have any way of reaching out to him other than just sending him dirty pictures. And
he might be doing his toenails too, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, that does happen. It does happen.
Yeah.
So we will get this. We'll get this thing up.
He's so pampered. I know.
So pampered.
So spoiled.
That's spoiled. Okay. So, and this is not actually a very long story. It's surprisingly
beautiful.
Surprisingly short, like me.
Huh?
Okay. Well, let's see. So it starts out here with an intriguing message. Queen Aisha of Andalusia, something or other, she sauntered into the throne room. She was brandishing her wit like a sword and ruling her subjects with the delicacy of a wet cat. Yes, it was that kind of day. The monotony was broken when Nigel the fisherman, bobbing nervously in his overflowing raincoat, presented her with a fish. "The message, Your Majesty," he stammered, handing over a surprisingly literate fish, its scaled body etched with an invite to a mysterious pyramid campsite. Intrigued and looking forward to something other than court politics and royal budget meetings, Aisha decided to indulge this aquatic anomaly. "Prepare the horses, Omar," she declared to Sir Omar al-Farouk, who almost spilled his hot tea. "We're going on an adventure." "And Lady Zara," she added, turning to the courtier, who was in the middle of a silent swoon over Omar, "you'll be coming too."
Ooh.
"Yes, Your Majesty," Lady Zara agreed enthusiastically, hiding her disbelief under a veneer of excitement. And with that, the company was set, the stage arranged, and the curtains drawn. The Moorish monarch and her companions were destined for the mystical Marsh, and little did they know their adventure was to be quite a fishy tale.
Dun, dun, dun.
Bash.
Bash.
All right.
Chapter 2, a mighty arrival. Oh, wait, I need to change my audio. Okay, sorry about that. Switch my microphone over. And there we go. Okay. Probably going to be a little bit better for Emma's vocals. Okay. As the sun set, painting the sky with hues of red and orange, Queen Aisha of Andalusia, Sir Omar Farouk, and Lady Zara trudged through the marshes towards the pyramid-adjacent campsite. Okay, basically good parking. Somehow, having left the scenic royal castle behind, the caravan was now knee-deep in mud, left at the mercy of the bloodthirsty mosquitoes, and the queen's beard of... Wait, beard? The queen has a beard? What?
Elmo,
I will
you
not
okay?
judge. Waving her unceremoniously off, leaving her to look less like a bird and more like a drenched, grumpy cat.
God, that's tearing my vocals up today. Good lord, that's really hard.
That's what you get for drinking all that Malort.
I haven't had any of that since yeah.
By the way,
Dollywood, so.
Malort is a sound you make after drinking bad liquor. Malort.
My lord, make it
Yeah.
stop.
Malort.
Oh, Lord.
Why has this message have come from a fish? Why couldn't it be from a seagull or an exotic parrot? Grumbled Lady Zara, trying to salvage her lace gown from the muck. Okay, I'm just gonna go with it. Because when we would be up on the disastrous cliffs or targeted for aerial poop attacks, lady, reported Omar Al-Farouk, despite panting with the effort of wading through the marsh. Quiet, both of you! We are here for a reason, remember? According to Nigel, the fisherman's piscatorial post, something important is here for the campsite. Queen Aisha reprimanded, squinting her eyes against the setting sun, trying to make out the dimly seen pyramids in the distance. But before they could go past another step, a sudden splash startled the trio into silence. Out of nowhere, a playful otter, aptly named 2BJs, sprang out of the murky waters. The mischievous otter, known for his devil-may-care antics and unhealthy obsession for teasing cranky humans, wasted no time in causing a ruckus. What in the heavens? Cried out Omar as the otter whizzed past them, splashing a wave of muck over the knight's once impeccably polished armor. The swift movement that belied his true nature. 2BJs, give him that hawk tour, lunged at Queen Aisha. The queen, taken by surprise, could only stand idly as the otter swiped a peculiar artifact from her belt, a radiant talisman. With its very paw and its prized item, the otter shot them a smug, toothy grin before disappearing back into the muck, leaving the mortified royalty behind. Not more to do but to praise King Tutankhamun of the unexpected predicament. That's a mouthful. Sighed Queen Aisha, her gaze fixed upon the disappearing tail of the mischievous otter. Each of them knew, even Lady Zara, with her drenched gown and ruined disposition, that the muddy arrival was the start of an adventure they had not bargained for.
Bum, bum,
Dun, dun,
bum.
dun.
I try to channel my best, like, Monty Python.
That, I figured that's what you were going
voice.
for.
Yes. It was gonna be
What's your
hard.
name?
What is your name?
If you ever
What
watch any of the
is your
Flying Circus
quest?
episodes, whenever they dress in drag and like do all the various comedy bits that they have, it's so funny.
Oh God, yes.
Chapter 3: The Pharaoh's Request. After their encounter with the 2BJs, Queen Aisha and her companions found themselves trudging through muddy marshes towards the glowing pyramids. Her regal velvet gown was now decidedly less regal and decidedly more swamp-ass-like.
What? But
Her boots squelched as she walked. Sir Omar Al-Farouk, in his heavy armor, less marched and more squished his way Lady Zara, ever graceful, somehow only managed to maintain a single speck of mud on her pinky finger. Dark eyes twinkling, King Tutankhamun met them at the pyramid's base, his arms open wide. "Oh, welcome, esteemed guests," he declaimed, his voice echoing strangely in the vast emptiness of the desert. Well met indeed."
It would have been better met if your ferocious otter hadn't ambushed us,
retorted Aisha, flicking off a chunk of mud from her sleeve. King Tutankhamun laughed heartily, a rich sound that bounced off the pyramid walls. "Oh, 2 BJs, quite the character he is," he replied, his eyes sparkling with mirth. Aisha failed to find the humor. There was a talisman to find, and a beer, she hoped. Once everyone was settled around the fire, with mugs of frothy, thick beer in hand, the conversation turned to the matters at hand.
So thick. So frothy.
Strange occurrences have been happening in the marsh, the pharaoh began, swirling the beer in his mug. "Creatures of the night, luminous reeds, whispers in the wind. I swear. And it seems our dear 2 BJs is taking quite a fancy to a certain talisman."
Well, that much we know,
Aisha said, somewhat testily, regretting not having back-to-back frocks in her traveling bag. "Well, actually, Queen Aisha," continued King Tut, ignoring the slight, "your disappearing talisman is more than just a necklace. It's a symbol, a beacon, really, a key, if you will, at the heart of all that's happening." That certainly got Queen Aisha's attention. Her quick mind was instantly ablaze with possibilities, questions, and a fair bit of daring adventure. Nodding at Sir Omar, she said, I forgot my voice for her.
and you'd like our help to figure it all out.
"Well, indeed, dear queen," replied Tutankhamun. "A mighty adventure presents itself. Are you game?" There was a glint in Aisha's eyes, the thrill of a new quest taking over. She glanced at Sir Omar, Al-Farouk, and Lady Zara. They both nodded. Omar with a gleam of excitement, and Lady Zara with a mysterious smile.
"Oh, we're game all right,"
declared the queen.
"Let's get this show on the road."
With that, laid the groundwork for their mission. There were marshes to brave, magical phenomena to understand, and a sly otter to chase. My. But first, there was beer to finish and a good night's sleep to be had, because, royal priorities and all. Happy.
I'm gonna need a beer after this one. Good lord.
Hey, you blame
real.
chat on this. They didn't define what 2 BJs was going to be.
And he's an otter.
He's an
I
otter.
think that's perfectly appropriate.
It is.
Perfect.
Thank you, chat.
Yeah.
Chapter 4, Chasing the Otter.
Mm.
Queen Aisha, Sir Omar Al-Farouk, and Lady Zara stood ankle deep in the sticky marsh, staring at the frothy trail that disappeared into the reeds. The game was afoot. Their target, a mischievous otter named 2 BJs, who had outwitted the royal court and stolen the magical talisman. "Aisha," Omar began, his words measured, "are we indeed devoting the day to chasing an otter and not trying to finish our picture pages?"
"Correct, Sir Omar. A fuming otter, to be precise,"
Aisha responded, through a fit of laughter that echoed through the marsh.
"It is a particular problem, is it not?"
All in a day's work, Omar mused, rolling his eyes. Lady Zara, who had complained the entire time, imagine that, she was complaining about the increasing squelches in her shoes, tried to look innocent, though a hint of whispering excitement danced in her doe eyes.
Ooh.
Slice nostrils, Aisha. Quiet! I told you to be quiet! She grumbled, trying to tuck her shoe free from the muddy grip of the marsh. Could one day pass without an adventure?
I dare say it could,
Aisha replied with a wink.
but wouldn't that be dreadfully dull, sweetheart?
Sweetheart.
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 And so
going on here?
began the most futile chase in the Andalusian chronicled history. God, you can tell I'm out of practice. Our royal trio waded through marsh mud, ducked from swooping stalks, got stuck in rabbit holes,
Mm.
and meandered through labyrinth reed forests. Their subjects would hardly believe it if not for the chronicler's precise note-taking and occasional caricatures in the margins. That means he was bored. Lady Zara, for her part, befriended a family of frogs and perfected the art of leaping over puddles. She even shared a laugh with the queen at one point, a rare sight. Sir Omar bested a marsh goblin in wrestling.
Ooh.
Oh, is that what we're calling it?
Oh.
Marsh goblin.
Well.
Don't ask.
Don't ask. Only to have his victory marred by a swooping marsh hawk that stole his helmet to use it as its nest. He spent 2 hours trying to retrieve it with a stick. And Queen Aisha, covered in mud and laughing wildly, ran step for step with 2 BJs, with an absurd look of determination, urging her companions with grand gesturing and hilariously passionate speeches.
I don't see that, Shizzy. I don't see any of your
No,
gesturing.
no,
None.
no.
None of it.
Don't see
Don't
it.
want to see it.
Let me know, my low comrades. We shall not rest until we apprehend this rambunctious rodent.
She declared dramatically, waving her muddied hand. As their day came to a hilariously clumsy close, they had managed to lose themselves completely in the marshlands. But despite their dubious achievement in otter chasing, they had inadvertently unearthed the mystical charm that had made the marsh so enchanted. If they had only knew what lay ahead, little did they realize their journey was about to take a rewarding turn. And hopefully it will for the rest of us as well.
It is a twist of fate. Frustrated and mud-drenched Queen Aisha, Omar, and Lady Zara found themselves in a standoff with a giggling otter. The queen could only roll her eyes and huff.
Exactly your royal duty, I imagine.
Maybe he's ticklish, Omar suggested, waggling his eyebrows. Zarim gave him a wearily bemused look, reaching for her now muddy fan hand.
Well, Sir Omar Farouk, wise, brave, and otter tickler extraordinaire.
She retorted with a smirk.
Why don't you just give it a try?
Omar squared his broad shoulders, slowly creeping towards 2 BJs. He held out a careful hand. The otter skittered, but didn't bolt. Omar jumped forward, presumably to tickle the otter, but 2 BJs somersaulted away, squeaking with laughter before returning to brandish the talisman. And then something rather astonishing occurred. The green stones in the amulet began to glow. In all the chaos, they had failed to notice that their clumsy, muddy antics had inadvertently led them to the very heart of the marsh, where the land fell away and the water lit with golden light lapped at their mud-sodden boots. As the otter waved the talisman, welcome, Mr. Tallyman, tally my tallywhacker. The glow pulsed stronger, and the marsh responded. Something in the water shone back at them. It was an unearthly glow reflecting off the otter's mischievous eyes. Shadows danced, and the strangely pulsating light revealed beautiful flowers blooming, wilting and blooming again, shrines and totems that weren't there before, and mystical creatures drifting through the marshland. Bemused, Aisha turned to Omar, who was now quite frightened of the ticklish otter.
Omar, I think there are two BJs here who isn't a thief, but a protector.
Zara finished astutely. The trio watched the otter in silence, the early exasperation replaced with awe. It seemed that the marsh and the two BJs shared magical symbiosis. Nothing like a magical BJ. The otter's escapades and playful protection of an ancient mystical ecosystem, the real heartbeat of the reeds.
So, the thieving otter isn't a pest,
Omar grumbled, still understandably miffed.
but a flippin' furry guardian of the marsh. Who would have thunk?
And as the day gave way into a starry night, they sat in silence, taking in the fantastical elements of the marshland, wondering what this newfound revolution meant for their initial mission and ultimately for Queen Aisha's to-be kingdom.
Could be a lot of cleanup. A lot of cleanup.
Clean up aisle 5.
Clean up perfect.
Clean up all night, web.
Somebody bring a mop.
I don't know.
Do
why
not, do not make a mess with these Slurpee.
I agree, Melissa. Why couldn't they use the airboat?
Well, because
Right?
it
on.
would have made those reeds very erect.
Well, you figure the otter would have already made him erect, but you know.
Yeah.
Well, almost all of them.
Yeah, most of them, you know.
I mean, he was in the buck.
Oh dear.
Okie dokie. Chapter 6 Bargaining and Betrayal. Queen Aisha, Sir Omar Al Farouk, and Lady Zara found themselves in peculiar surroundings. They were inside an otter den. A truth so surprising it could have been hilarious had it not been so true. The otter named two BJs. It seemed had a taste for luxury.
That's not all he had a taste for.
Mm-hmm.
The den was filled with a diverse collection of items, shiny coins, lovely trinkets, and of course, the Queen's stolen talisman. Straight to Gulag.
Yes.
So how is a creature who doesn't have pockets or a purse to have so many things?
Sir Omar mused aloud, trying not to get entangled in a pile of pearls. His comment
Pearl
earned him
necklaces?
What?
Pearl necklaces.
Oh, yeah. His comment earned him a stare down from two BJs and a giggle from Queen Aisha. The Queen began to negotiate with two BJs for the return of the talisman.
Well, that
She
would do
attempted
it.
a gentle coaxing approach at first. Yeah, but the gentle coaxing. So gentle.
Gently
and then give it to that hot
So very,
claw.
very gentle.
Oh, very, very
Spit on that. Promising the otter treasure and treats. Oh my, it's getting worse. Two BJs seemed unmoved, simply polishing its rather large ruby with its paws.
Oh dear.
In the meantime, Lady Zara had slithered away unnoticed. In her heart popped a wicked idea. If she could befriend King Tutankhamun, maybe she could climb up the royal ladder and kick Queen Aisha down a few rungs. Perhaps off the ladder entirely. She did hold the skills of manipulation and deceit in surplus. Candidate for KGB, make note.
Perhaps if she
time to-
provide the otter as gift.
That otter become bootliner.
No one
It is
turned
cold
down
in
two
Siberia,
BJ's,
my
Otter.
friend.
Nobody turned down two BJs.
Nobody turned down two
especially the
BJ's.
king.
No.
It was time to put them to good use. She slunk back to the place where the royals gathered, a cunning plan in her mind. Meanwhile, Queen Aisha had flipped through every diplomatic page in her royal how-to guide. Two BJs held his ground, both literally and figuratively. He was not ready to part with the talisman. Was there some hope in the Queen's royal old playbook? Altruisms of selflessness, perhaps? Only time will tell. But not in Soviet Russia.
Your time is over.
As Khrushchev say, straight to Gulag. As laughter re-echoed from Otter Den, an unsuspecting treachery was being brewed outside. The marshlands rested, oblivious to the brewing storm of loyalty, love, and betrayal. Little did they know, the fate of their muddy terrain hanged in the balance.
Oh,
Oh my.
We got
Oh, dear.
romance in the reeds.
that sounds like an infection.
Well, there's a way to get rid of that. They make a little jib jab for that thing.
Don't be a fool. Wrap your toe.
Ew.
Oh,
After a
my.
day of chasing after two BJs, the adorable otter with a penchant for, well, causing mischief, Queen Aisha, Sir Omar, and Lady Zara found themselves waist deep in the marshlands. The muddy water, sticky like toffee, was the least suitable place for the heart melting, knee weakening, extremely inconvenient confession that Sir Omar chose to make. I have something to say. Sir Omar mumbled, his usually strong voice muffled under layers of nervous embarrassment. What is it, Omar? Queen Aisha replied, curiously, disentangling a particularly stubborn marsh fern from her henna red hair. She was too preoccupied to notice Omar's blushing cheeks turning the color of sunset across the marshlands. I think, no, I mean, he stuttered, matching the stutter and glitter of the fireflies around them.
Quivering.
One of the fireflies slapped itself against its tiffy little forehead. That sentence doesn't make a darn bit of
Tiffy?
sense.
Chiffy?
Yeah.
I
Tiffy.
thought I said something else. Sorry.
It wasn't easy being the romantic candlelight for such tragically dorky love confessions. I'm rather in love with you, Your Majesty. Omar finally blurted out.
Did we
Looking as
see
if-
that guy at Kroger?
We did see him at Kroger, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Looking as if he'd taken a gulp of the bitterest potion in the realm. Queen Aisha froze, utterly taken aback. Words abandoned her, leaving her stammering. We, making as much sense as a drunken fish. By now, the sunset had faded, and the pale moon rose,
He needs to pull his pants back up.
casting a spell of quiet and beauty over the marshlands. Momentarily forgetting her royal decorum, Aisha giggled. Oh, you choose now in the murky marsh, waist deep in mud, with marsh ferns in my hair to confess your feelings? Omar's blush deepened, and he buried his head in his hands, prompting peals of laughter to run across the reeds, amplified by the mirthful ribbits of the marsh frogs.
Peals of laughter. Who
Peals.
writes this?
Peels.
Peels.
Just
Yeah.
like banana peels of
Yeah.
laughter.
Banner. Banner
I know.
peels. Just don't slip
After-
on them.
Anyway.
They're still slippery. After regaining her composure, Aisha softly said, In your defense, this does seem like an agreeably ridiculous setting to match our irrefutably odd predicament. Then, in a more serious tone, she added, Omar, there is more than mutual respect between us.
Oh,
I cannot deny my affection for you, but we must tread carefully. Power and love can form a treacherous potion. Agreed, Omar replied. Relief washing over him like a tidal wave. He'd confessed his feelings, and life hadn't screeched to a halt. And best of all, his queen felt the same. Meanwhile, back in the reeds, two BJs, the otter, watched the unfolding romance, chomping on a stolen piece of fruit. Humans, he chortled. They're more baffling than a fish with a note on its belly. Behind them all, camouflaged. Behind them all, camouflaged in the moonlight, Lady Zara watched. The seeds of her conspiracy were sown, and she needed to report to King Tutankhamun. She knew these blossoming feelings would add another twist to their adventurous exploits, making her task all the more challenging, yet thrilling.
really? Ooh.
I love you, Queen.
I do.
I haven't pulled out that voice.
You want me to put this in the back of the buggy? No, put it in last.
It's toilet paper. You put it in
It's
last
toilet
on
paper.
top of
You
everything
put it in
else.
last.
It's okay.
It's-
Poor fella. He literally shut down too. He couldn't think about how to bag the rest of the groceries because he couldn't put the toilet paper in the cart.
In the middle of the cart.
So it kept piling up on the conveyor belt. It was funny. Ish.
Dude froze. He was like,
He
I can
did.
put this in the back of the buggy. And I'm like, dude, put it
No.
in last.
Just let it stay right where it's at and then
Let's
put it
stay
in
where
there.
it's at and then put it in last. And he just froze. He absolutely froze. Like he had never heard of that before in his entire
I
life.
feel, yeah, it was kind of. I was like, I think the newer models are broken.
Yeah. I truly believe that we've come up with this theory that the newer models are broken of humans.
Yeah. They're
Yes.
Because then we saw our own junior associate not know how to put the groceries in the back of the vehicle. Like she just was like she was throwing the chips. I was like, who throws chips?
Who throws
Oh, yeah.
chips?
Who does this?
I've taught you better than this, young Padawan.
So there's something my wife does I don't understand. Now, me, whenever now this is not drugs, just so you know. This held something else. All right. So imagine you got a bag of chips. So my wife does this number. And she puts a little chip clip on it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. And everything falls the hell apart like crazy. So it doesn't work.
Oh, I
So-
see.
What I do is I
Interesting.
take the chip clip and I fold the bag like this,
Mhm, mhm.
get on one another, and then I fold it like that,
Uh-huh.
and then I roll it down.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
so that way, whenever you put the clip on it, it all holds in there and everything stays in like it's supposed to.
Yes. Exactly.
My wife refuses to do that.
That's so interesting.
Hmm.
I'm like, you just fold it over a couple of times, and then whenever you roll it up, it ends up sealing it up, and you don't end
Yeah.
up with stale
Yeah.
chips.
Yeah.
Right.
Huh.
She just goes, I'm like, what are you doing?
Hi,
Like,
bud.
why
Why?
you do
Why?
this?
Why
How'd
must you
you
do
get in
this?
here? I thought I closed that door.
Does
Oh.
the cat
Aw.
show up?
No. He's like, no, you didn't close it. I'm here.
I came to show you pussy butt.
Yeah.
Ladies
he
and gentlemen,
will,
the
too.
FNL mascot, our cat.
Hey, buddy. Hi.
Oh, there he
Aw.
is.
Yeah. Aw.
He can't read though, Shizzy. Sorry.
Look.
Yeah,
look.
he doesn't read very well.
That's all right. He's there for the entertainment. Slap with the tail. That's right. Here, look. I'm getting
Here's
it
my
closer to
butthole.
you.
Here's my butthole.
Here's my butthole.
Is it the right color? Is it the right color? Tell me.
Oh, dear.
See, your black cat seems to be acting just like mine does. When, like, yeah, has to be the center of attention.
Dude, our cat is trained. It's like, it'd get to be about 10:30. He comes running in here like, okay, it's bedtime.
Yo,
Let's go to bed.
Come on.
Come on. Let's go to bed. Every night.
I see you.
Yes, he was talking about basic troubleshooting last night. Jack Black says, I fixed the garage door tonight, used some troubleshooting basics, and got it.
Nice.
I was talking about that last week. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, I fixed everything with YouTube. That's what I originally used YouTube for, was how to fix
Yeah.
crap.
Yeah.
Now I use it for mindless entertainment, like this show.
Like this show. It's
Chapter 8, The Otter's Oath.
Oh,
Oh, sod it, said 2 BJs upon the Queen's request. Why do humans have to complicate everything with contracts and oaths and toys and... Oh, sorry. Queen Aisha raised an eyebrow, watching the otter clean its paws nonchalantly. Omar stood by her side, his dark eyes revealing amusement.
Mm.
Your Majesty, he said, lips twitching. I do not recall anyone suggesting an otter could swear an oath. You're right, Aisha complained. Seriously, how about a peaky promise? Sir Omar erupted into laughter so hard his belly shook. The new otter friend finally graced them with a roguish grin, revealing sharp white teeth, just like all the members of the Illuminati. Very well, Your Highness. 2 BJ sighed with an exasperated roll of his twinkling eyes. We'll go by human rules. I swear I'll return the talisman if you fix my home and be able to get me into the nightclub downtown. Queen Aisha of Andalusia, signing peace treaties with otters.
You've
Screwed that
lost
up.
your voice. You've lost your voice just a bit.
Queen Aisha of Andalusia, signing peace treaties with otters. Who would have thought? Said Omar, still chuckling. Well, Sir Omar, you can add mischief mediator to my titles. Titters echoed through the marsh. Titters.
Titters.
That's what it says. I'm reading what's on the page. I'm reading what's on the page.
I like me some dinners.
Some titters.
Are they
They're like,
fried?
taters, they're like tater tots, but pointy. They all knew the trials that awaited them, but at that moment, humor was the best armor. So a promise was made under the marsh's murky mirror, their words rippling in the wind. An oath from an otter, who indeed would have thought. I'm going to tell you who would have thought. The gay frogs would have thought it. They knew it all along. They know what's going on. You need to hide your children, hide your wives, because the New World Order is coming for you.
Oh, my. Hey, T-Rex.
What's up, T-Rex?
Oh, God.
I'm going to try some of them titters.
Titters.
I like
Hey,
thoughts.
T-Rex.
It is the Marshlanders' redemption. Beneath the burnished pyramid amidst the sprawling marshlands, Queen Aisha of Andalusia, along with her brawny knight, hot little guy, Sir Omar Al-Farouk, and the mischievous otter, 2 BJs, stood tall, gazing at the swamp creatures before them.
Is it too late to learn magic?
You think, Sir Omar asked, flicking his worried gaze between the marsh boogeyman and playfully pollywog. Queen Aisha smirked. Oh,
the time is due, Omar, for pondering diverse career options has surely passed to show these creatures the might of Andalusia knights. Omar, his face a careful look of comedic determination, drew his sword, and with a quick prayer to whoever watched over the knights tasked with negotiating peace treaties with the swamp monsters, charged ahead. As Omar wrestled the swamp boogeyman, Aisha turned to two BJs and smirked.
Remember his face to BJ's. It has served well for your impersonations.
Meanwhile, the boogeyman, seemingly more perplexed than threatened, stared blankly at the rolling ball of night before him and grunted. This is travel with royal guests. They engage in all sorts of nonsense and expect us to entertain them. Queen Aisha laughed and stepped forward, twirling her sword elegantly and negotiating simultaneously with the swamp creatures, convincing them about the perils of disturbing the marsh and the magic therein. Well, then they're creatures, they agreed begrudgingly, and with some smart magical interventions by the otter and the knightly persuasions by Omar, the trio managed to restore the marshland to its original state. The magic that was lost started to return, and the marshlands positively buzzed with natural energy as the swamp creatures started playing jovially again. Can't do it.
You can't do it.
Can't do it.
By the way, welcome to all of the Broken Baker Raiders.
Oh,
that just
sweet.
donated to the
Yeah.
channel.
Hey.
All the 410 of you
Hello,
right now
Hello,
watching.
beautiful people.
Hello,
Come
beautiful
pillage.
people. Nice to good to see you.
Welcome
raiders,
to
are they
Sunday
pillaging?
Spice with Shizzywhiznut.
Hello, Broken Baker Raiders. Please stay and enjoy a hilariously AI generated story. And don't forget to hit and like.
For real.
Light up. Like? What?
Hit the lights.
Gotta make sure you
Hit
hit
the
that there like
lights.
and subscribe
Hit-
button.
Last
the
one
light.
out, turn the light off.
And
Touchdown.
Paper?
Unbreaded.
Thank you, T-Rex. So was there a verdict reached or something?
nah, I think they.
No,
is
they were
it?
just
Okay.
discussing it.
Oh, okay.
Don't they have the
okay.
weekend off?
They,
I was
they,
gonna
ain't, they ain't figured out what to do yet.
Baker, he
Well, I
don't take
don't
no
know.
times off. Baker don't take no times off.
He
That
doesn't.
that'd be sacrilegious.
It's like you,
Yeah.
Shizzy.
What? I take time off?
Well, Baker's in the future.
Oh yeah,
Yes,
yeah, yeah.
like
yeah.
you've forgotten
That's
this.
true. That's true.
He,
I
he
do,
is
I
he is
do.
my future. He has become with me. Or I become
Because
with
he's the future man. He knows exactly what's going on. Come with me if you want to live.
The light button is over at what's his name? Valhalla Awaits. It's called Bud. Oh,
Bud. Yes.
Only in his fridge.
do you guys just keep buying it for him, and just every time you
Yeah.
show up there, you just
Yeah.
leave him like a six
Just
pack
leave
of Bud
some.
Light?
Yeah.
That's what
Hey
good
man,
friends do.
the only thing we supply anymore is Iggy. He's now the group cooler.
Yeah. He goes on all kinds of adventures.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Alrighty.
Oh, that's nice. Andrea Burkhart's pretty damn awesome.
Yes, she is.
Yep.
Yeah.
She is
She's a
really
boxer.
awesome. Yeah, she is.
Very cool.
Like, I wouldn't want to get in a fight with her. She probably
Nope.
Hmm.
I would not like to do that either. I'm pretty sure she could kick my ass.
If you want to go watch a turtle, go ahead. I guess.
I guess.
You
Well,
do
this-
you, boo.
Oh, this is more than
Oh,
something
this
new.
is so.
It's
yeah.
something new. Yeah.
Why don't you
Welcome.
give him a little bit of Elmo there, buddy?
Oh, Elmo, really? Okay.
You gotta have
I
it.
think
You gotta
we
have
already did
the picture
Elmo,
up and
and
everything.
because you're going to finish
Oh,
out this
Elmo.
chapter. So you're going to finish out this chapter, and then Diva's going to do the half of the next
Ooh.
chapter, and then
Okay, well, there's a voice
I'll
that I
start with
haven't
the
done
last.
tonight, and I have to do that voice.
All right,
before
do
I-
it.
Do
Right,
it.
go
Do it.
for
You know,
yeah.
Do it.
It's Sunday night. I have to do the voice.
Come on,
Do the
guys.
voice.
Sunday?
All right.
Do it.
So-
Do it.
Do
Do
it,
it.
man.
Okay,
Do it,
so
man.
everybody, here we go.
Marshlanders redemption.
Declared Queen Aisha triumphantly. No legendary hero could have made it right better than Aisha, thought Omar, his heart brimming with admiration.
But the best part is still to come,
Said Aisha, turning to two BJs with twinkling eyes. The adorable otter handed over the stolen talisman, fulfilling his part of the bargain loyally.
I trust you won't steal my favorite scarf next time.
Aisha cajoled,
I can't promise anything, Your Majesty.
replied two BJs, a wicked twinkle in his eyes. As they returned to the pyramid, with the humor intact, talisman secured, and the marsh peaceful once again, Aisha, Omar, and two BJs enjoyed their unique triumph. A triumph that deepened their bond and etched a spirited tale in the annals of the marshland. Oh yeah.
Right.
Me. Chapter
Wonderful.
10 A Royal
Mm.
Resolution.
Mm.
Returning to her kingdom after an exhausting yet exhilarating adventure, Queen Aisha found herself transformed. The bold queen, already brilliant in her own right, had a newfound sense of wisdom. Her eyes, which already reflected the endurance from the countless trials, now shone with a deeper understanding of the marsh and of its protector, two BJs. Lady Zara's devious machinations, however, were soon unravelled further. A partial trial.
Stop, Becker.
Wait, it's a trial or a trail? Aye, it's a trail of footprints at the
It's a
campsite.
happy trail.
It's
Oh my.
had led them to Sarah's misdeeds, despite the numerous twists and turns throughout their wild escapade. I bet it was. Nothing irked Queen Aisha more than this betrayal. Zara was a lady of the court, after all, not a mischievous otter. Which could have been a different story altogether.
Aye.
Even two BJs had more honor. Upon uncovering Zara's plot
How
with the
much was
royal
honor?
court in attendance, Queen Aisha's voice rang out in the grand hall. Lady Zara, your deceitful intentions bring shame to this throne. The throne against which you dared to conspire, henceforth banishes you. Amid gasps of shock from the audience, there was a quiet nod of approval from Sir Omar. I think it's your turn now, Volstorm.
Oh yeah, it is.
Is it?
I think
Yeah,
it is.
It is.
Ladies and,
only one.
ladies and gentlemen, if you've not yet done it, if you got your volume turned on, you might want to turn it down.
turn it
just a
down.
skip.
Yeah, just turn it down
Oh,
just a
dear,
little
turn
bit.
it down.
While you're reaching over there, make sure that you hit the like and subscribe.
Be sure
It's
you
gonna
like
get
and
really-
subscribe. Help out, shit. Help out, shit. Help out.
I'll give you links to Dictionary Diva too.
Thank
Guys
you.
are wonderful.
Maybe one day I'll read. Just whispering. What did he say about asses? What?
I said, when did this turn into
Asthma?
an ASMR stream?
Oh, I know all about him, bitch.
Yeah, okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, if I could call you together now,
Oh dear.
a moment of silence fell over the court as Lady Zara's doe eyes flashed with humiliation and defeat. I said humiliation and defeat. With a sardonic laugh, Queen Aisha added, "Just so you know, two BJs, the otter, proved to be a better guardian than you ever could." The court erupted with laughter.
What was it?
It erupted with laughter.
From where?
The court.
Oh, gotcha.
Just so matter of fact.
Their tension eased, dispelling the gloom of Zara's betrayal. Queen Aisha went on to share her understanding and experience of the Marsh. Pardon me. Spirits, you can throw me tonight trying to clear up his allergies now. Share her understanding and experience of the marsh and its supernatural inhabitants, urging the kingdom to respect rather than fear the marsh with its diverse ecology, trying to overcome that diversity. Yes. The kingdom buzzed with her wise words, heralding a new era where both mystical and mundane could thrive.
Amen.
Later, at a grand feast, probably full of chicken, Queen Aisha and Sir Omar made an endearing pair. Their laughter filled the hall with infectious cheer. I said it filled the hall. It filled it up. It filled it all the way up with infectious cheer as they exchanged entertaining tales of their recent adventure.
Give him that hot tour.
The smoky flavor of ale tasted sweeter that night. Yes, it did.
Oh, yeah.
Her heart filled with the joy of her victory and her subjects closer to her than ever before. To their surprise, a new beer was introduced, probably made in Kaiser's barn.
Ooh.
Dedicated to two BJs, the Otter.
Is it an IPA?
Is it what?
I bet you it's an IPA.
It probably is an
I bet it's an
IPA,
IPA.
Took that thing right on down. There ain't no two after that.
And twice the price.
Oh.
The drink, dubbed Mischievous Marsh, became an instant hit, reminding them of their queen's incredible journey. As the night drew to a close, the hum of excitement finally receded and peace began to settle again in the kingdom. Queen Aisha saved her people. Yes, she did. She saved them. She saved them. And I'll tell you what else, congregation.
Amen.
Discovered that profound love, felt content.
Mm-hmm.
And with that, the final chapter of her adventure in the marshlands closed.
It closed.
Heralding the start of many more intriguing tales yet to be told. Yes, sir. Can I get an amen?
Amen. And subscribe to Ballstorm and Diva's channel together, where they put out a new video every 6 months or 5,000 miles, whichever comes first.
Yep.
Hey, we will not bother you as much as the guy asking for the extended warranty. I'm going to tell you that right now.
Ooh, yeah.
Good
That's true.
evening, good girl and gentlemen. Yeah.
Good evening. Good evening, darling.
Oh, good evening.
Thank you for joining us on this
Okay.
evening's Masterpiece Theater.
We have Double
Yes.
D Dictionary Diva. We have the KP, which is the Kaiser Pineapple, and the Storm of all storms, Volstorm here with you.
Mm.
Good
So-
evening, y'all.
Do you want to see what we may be doing next week?
Oh yeah. Let's
Sure.
take a look at that.
What are we doing?
Oh, it's going to be something interesting.
What's going on?
I'll give you a little taste of it. How's that? Just a little nibble.
Is
A
it better
little-
than the Acolyte?
It
That's a
is.
low bar.
I guarantee you, this is going to get Diva excited.
Oh, we need something to get Diva excited.
Ooh.
It will
We
get
really need
Diva.
this.
Hey,
Well-
whenever Diva's excited, I benefit. So
Get a
Mm.
bucket.
So-
do it.
Okay.
What have we got? Oh, dangerous magic.
Ooh.
Is this like a legit book?
Yes.
TJ Finn?
Yes.
Huh. We get to
So
read it?
TJ Finn.
I thought this was
TJ
another
Finn.
Ghazni book.
Oh no. No, this
Mm.
is TJ Finn. She comes in to chat quite often.
Oh,
Really?
cool, fun.
This is Ryder Chick's
Oh,
book.
really?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Awesome.
Oh, wow.
Sweet.
So
Yeah.
I will give you guys an introduction.
Mm.
We're going to need a lot of towels. Yes, Gutters Pub, you are going to need a lot of towels for this
A
one.
lot of towels.
Oh, yes. Yes, because
So
it
wait,
is
so
called
this is-
Dangerous Magic. This is Wolf Creek Pack Book 1 by TJ Finn. Also, Two Strange Chicks Publishing. I won't go through all the compliments because you can read those yourself. Acknowledgements. Chapter 1. If we can get this one to shift, his fur will be worth thousands. Just have to remember not to damage the fur. What the? Claire shot up from her hiding place behind the bushes to look out into the empty meadow. The words had been loud and clear in her mind as she knelt in the brush, waiting to see if any deer or other animals could come into the meadow so she could take their pictures. It was one of her favorite things to do since moving from New Mexico to her little remote cabin in the Rocky Mountains. Plus, it brought a little extra money in that she could put away for a rainy day. She could sit in the same spot for hours watching the animals just coming and going. But today seemed like a slow day in the wild kingdom. She was about to pack up her trash from lunch and head home when she heard the voice in her head. Since there was never anyone around out here, she hadn't set up her walls in her mind to block out the voices like she did when she went into town. Here she could relax and keep those walls down. It was exhausting to keep her defenses up all the time. And suddenly, a man burst from the trees as if hellhounds were hot on his heels to drag him back into hell, and Claire jumped back into the bushes before two men followed him into the meadow. Opening herself up, she found out she couldn't read the first man, but the other two were coming through to her loud and clear. Surely she hadn't heard "kill him." But a moment after registering those words, the two men stopped and raised their guns. Her hands rushed to her mouth to stifle the involuntary squeak. As the sounds of gunshots echoed in the valley, she watched the running man fall forward. And she dropped to her knees, her legs refusing to hold her up any longer. Her body was shaking, and her heart was pounding so hard in her chest it stole her breath. What had just happened?
Cool. Very cool.
I love it.
I love
Yes.
it.
Yeah, I feel like
Very
we're going to have to
fun.
give this one a little bit more gravitas than
I
we do the average
agree.
AI story.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Very
yes.
cool.
It is pretty neat. Or we can do an AI story.
I like the real story. It'd
You
be
like
a
the
nice
real
change of
story?
pace. Yeah, because
Okay.
all
Yeah.
of the AI stories are no offense, AI. Please don't come after me and hunt me in my
It
sleep.
will, but
Right.
They're all a little predictable. You know,
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
they are getting predictable. This is going to
Mhm.
get hairier. We get furries.
Oh.
Yes, Gutters Pub.
Hey.
No wonder Diva's excited.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
No,
Yeah.
you're speaking my language.
So it'll take a little bit more time to read through this. So it might be a little bit longer. And of course, I'll invite our dear writer to join in if she
Yeah.
wants to.
Please.
There
Very
you go.
fun. Very fun.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
And hopefully next time Yamaha will like check his DMs.
Oh, hey, it
Yes.
happens, man.
I don't know what happened. He just dropped off the face of the earth.
It happens.
It does.
Yeah.
It does happen. We don't
Yeah.
hold it against him.
I was
No.
fully expecting Morgan Freeman to play the part of the Moor this week.
I know. Oh my gosh.
Just like Robin Hood.
Just
Yeah,
like
exactly.
Robin Hood.
That's
Oh my.
a good one.
Well, if
version.
if there's anything you guys want to say, go ahead and say it now.
No, man, it's about time for me to get ready for bed. So,
Okay.
Well,
It is
okay, we'll be over there shortly.
I'm
might
not
be
streaming it.
You might be met with a surprise if you come over here.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Well, I was
I've just got
coming for
I've just got
you.
my
What do you
usual plug,
mean?
That's it.
I was coming for you, Ballstar.
Same thing. Same thing.
Same thing, damn it.
No otters.
Oh,
Yeah, no
gosh.
otters.
No
No.
otters.
No.
Well, you know,
That's
otters.
disappointing.
No otters.
They're very cute, but no.
I've
Utterly
got
unbelievable.
videos of otters. Yeah. There, that's part of the videos I haven't
God, he's
shown
gonna
you.
do a song about it tomorrow morning.
Otters.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you and otters.
Me and
Me
all.
and the otters and
Even the otters.
BJs.
Oh my god.
No, I would never do that. Me?
No.
Or Frank Otter. Sorry, Otter. I mean, you might be a perfectly fine otter. Very cute,
Might be.
cuddly.
Hey, you
Lean.
saved the day. Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
all
you
about
saved the day.
Yes.
Yeah.
Frank Otters, you saved the day.
Mhm.
Hey, you'll go away. No, you don't ever have to go away, Sir Otters.
Mm-mm.
Oh no. No. Let me
Mm-mm.
do this real quick. I want to make sure that we've got this going to it is upcoming. When is that? Oh, it's scheduled in just a short bit. I'm gonna send all you fine folks over to go harass the expert.
Yes.
There
Yeah,
you go.
yeah. Yeah.
If
Have a
you-
hard time.
Now I want to make sure that all you fine folks hit the like if you haven't, subscribe if you haven't, get the notifications, and whenever you get over to the experts, give him a like, subscribe, and give a thumbs up. Let him know that you're there and get that notification from that man right there. He is going to entertain you like none other.
Yes.
Trust me,
Yeah.
it's
Entertainment
awesome.
guaranteed.
And with that, I will see you guys next week for a reading of DJ Finn's book.
So gather round, let the stories begin. In the realm of Sunday spice, where joy always wins with Shizzywhiznut leading the way. We'll laugh and we'll smile for night and day. Sunday spice, a show of delight, written by AI and all the voices that ignite. From dictionary deep up to Kaiser Pie.